Cinematographer Halyna Hutchins, who was killed Thursday in a tragic incident that involved a prop gun fired by actor and producer Alec Baldwin on the New Mexico set of the film Rust, appeared to have a bright future. A 2015 graduate of the AFI Conservatory, Hutchins, who was 42, had been selected as one of American cinematographers' rising stars of 2019. With indie features like Arch Enemy, Blind Fire, and The Mad Hatter to her credit, along with a string of shorts and commercial work, she was beginning to make a big name for herself. The period western, Rust, which is about a 13-year-old boy in 1880s Kansas who goes on the run with his long estranged grandfather after being sentenced to death for the accidental killing of a local rancher, looked as if it will push her career to a new level. Director Adam Ejit Motema said that she thought Halyna was going to be very famous and very successful. The director had worked with Hutchins on last year's indie superhero action film, Arch Enemy. According to the director, when Arch Enemy was released, people were calling him saying that Halyna did a very good job. They were thinking of putting her up for something. She was building a reputation and she was showing people what she could do. Fellow cinematographer Elle Schneider, who was a friend of Hutchins, wrote on Twitter in the wake of her death, "Women cinematographers have historically been kept from genre film, and it seems especially cruel that one of the rising stars who was able to break through that had her life cut short on the kind of project we've been fighting for." Hutchins had taken an unusual route to Hollywood. Originally from Ukraine, she grew up on a Soviet military base in the Arctic Circle, surrounded by reindeer and nuclear submarines. This is according to her bio on her personal website. Her bio said that she earned a graduate degree in international journalism from Kyiv National University in Ukraine. Before making her way to Los Angeles, she worked as an investigative journalist on British documentary productions. Motema said that Hutchins had this amazing background that someone had to just sort of instantly romanticize. She had this whole Ukrainian vibe that made her seem both super cool and serious about the truth. Working with Hutchins on Arch Enemy, which starred Joe Manganiello, Motema said that he was impressed by what he calls her stubborn commitment to art. She was one of those sort of DPs who was super rugged and will crawl into any space or explore the weirdest places to stand with the camera. She did not care what time it was or how little money they had. She was always like, how can we make this moment look more incredible? Elijah Wood, who produced the Arch Enemy film, said that he was absolutely horrified to hear the devastating news about Halyna's death. After the incident on the Rust set, which took place on the Bonanza Creek Ranch in Santa Fe, Hutchins was flown to the University of New Mexico Hospital, where she died. Rust director Joel Souza was injured in the incident and is hospitalized at the Christus St. Vincent Regional Medical Center in Santa Fe. Based in San Francisco, Souza made his feature debut with the 2019 R-rated police drama Crown Vic. Reviewing the film, The Times wrote, "Souza and his cast explore a familiar meal, and though they fall short of saying anything startlingly insightful about it, they do a fine job of making it feel real and even vital." As news of Hutchins' death and Souza's injury reverberated throughout the industry, many people, including Motema, were left wondering how such a tragic accident could possibly have taken place. "Everybody has to feel safe when you do the most dangerous things," Motema said. "You can't have people worried that a gun is going to kill them when you want to make exciting movies. We had tons of gunfights on our movie. We didn't even shoot blanks. We just had guns that made a popping sound, and you just see them all get checked over and over. It's just unfathomable that something like this can happen." Our sincere condolences to the family and friends of Halyna Hutchins.